Safety Malcolm Jenkins is another one of the Eagles' leaders tasked with keeping the team honest.
Hey, let's fucking win now. Let's go. Let's win. Let's win. All right, in one hole. Don't run to me, though. Still got to run the quarterback, you know what I mean? No, I'm just play your game. Play your game. Thank you.
Leading the defense is just one of Jenkins' responsibilities in any given week.
Oh, it's Malcolm Jenkins?
What's up, man?
What's up, dude?
How you doing?
Good.
They told me you've been wearing Grateful Dead shirts this whole time.
I have, but
I didn't know you were doing it with the blazer.
I mixed it up today. I thought you were going to be overdressed.
No, they told me it was, you know, I just came casual.
This week, Jenkins is the guest on a Thursday Night Football pregame show, hosted by his former Eagles teammate, Chris Long.
Did you meet James yet?
What's up, man?
Hey, man. Nice to meet you, bro.
How you doing? I need some tips.
He was
like fantasy?
Yeah, I'm a fantasy dude.
Bro, I need some tips because I'm like...
You just getting burned right now?
No, I'm actually doing okay.
Okay. Hey, man, how often do you guys adjust your shit when you're playing a team?
You said what?
How much do you adjust your stuff when, like, you're playing a team? You know what I mean?
Me,
Like,
if it's Julio Jones, he's staying in my lineup. Don't care. I did bench Kirk Cousins when he played us. That was a big mistake.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like, come on, man, golly. But I got our defense, so I'm like,
My whole take is that, like, if I'm a coach, you'll hear it on air.
Yeah, we'll find out.
Welcome to NFL Next, coming to you live from NFL Films. My name's Kay Adams, Chris Long, and special guest, Malcolm Jenkins, a two-time Super Bowl champ, three-time Pro Bowler. We've got to talk about these Eagles and what's going on with them and what you think you can do to turn them around.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, we're not playing good football, and I think a lot of it is just how we've been starting games, just putting ourselves kind of in the hole. The main thing is how do you eliminate mistakes?
So how do you do what we did last year, which is we started 4-6. A lot of people forget how ugly it was. It was uglier than it is right now for y'all, a lot of people would say. And when you went into that game against Dallas last week as a must-win in some people's eyes, I never saw it that way because the NFC East, you don't have to say it, I think it's a two-horse race. How do you recreate that restart that we had last year?
So for us, you know, with all the injuries and things we have and the adversity, it's really just about, you know, honing in on what we have in our building. And then the leaders and your best players have to show up big. And everybody else who, you know, plays roles, they've got to be really good in those roles. And, you know, and hopefully we slowly climb ourselves out of it.
We'll see you next week right here on Prime Video. Enjoy the game.
Good job, man. Awesome.
Good stuff.
Malcolm, great job.
No problem. Good stuff. All
He's
fun.
gonna be so ready to get out of football and do this. You're doing it again, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, good.
It's cool. I'm just excited to come back in December and be like, hey, yeah, Eagles are in the top of the division.
Yeah, and then we'll be talking
Turn it around. How'd you guys do it?
Mm-hmm.
We got to find a way to, we got to get through it. Got to make it happen.
And we are now joined by former Eagles cornerback Orlando Scandrick. How surprised were you that the Eagles let you go?
Very surprised. I had a very productive game coming back against the Jets, and then we go up to Minnesota and we get smashed. And then we go to Dallas and we get smashed. That locker room is different. I would tell guys when I came there, like, I still feel like they're living on that Super Bowl high. And I think they're dealing with that right now. That success is really, really hurting them right now.
How much dissension did you feel in the defensive huddle as things unraveled at Minnesota and then at Dallas? Was there any talking? Was there any clashing?
I think on defense, I think they have stuck together pretty good. I think there's some selfish people on that defense, though.
Do you?
Absolutely. And we don't even have to say names.
Yeah, we do. I know you're talking about.
We don't have to say names at all. They know who they are.
Guy named Jenkins, maybe?
I
don't know. Malcolm Jenkins? Maybe that's who we're talking about.
Maybe we talk about Roscoe Jenkins.
Maybe
Paul Roscoe Jenkins.
It could. But, I mean, I think that when you wear the C on your jersey, it's your job to bring guys along. It's your job to sometimes you need to take the hard down. You need to take the hard job, and you need to, like, bring the thing together. I don't know if that's the case. That's not a rookie we talk about here. It's a two-time Super Bowl champ.
How much of a statement did you feel like Ezekiel Elliott made on that early play?
Malcolm, have you heard the comments made by Orlando Scandrick?
Yeah, I heard about him. I don't really give two shits about people who ain't here. you ask anybody in the locker room, you know, who I am as a player, who I am to this team. I think one of the things he said is I didn't take accountability for certain plays, which if anybody goes and looks at any of my comments, I immediately take credit for all of the mistakes I make. And so, you know, for us to move on as a team, we can't have motherfuckers like that in the room. And so for us, I think it's exciting. We've had a good week of practice. We feel good about the guys we got in the locker room and what we're trying to move forward with, everybody taking their roles serious. And, you know, that's what we focused on.
One of the assertions was that you're a selfish player. Do you feel like there's any validity to that?
Man, my record speaks for itself. I mean, everybody knows what I do for this team, what I do for everybody in this locker room, how much time I put into this. See, I won't even waste my effort with that. Honestly, I thought it was unfortunate, you know. But it was more of a distraction than anything. But those things you got to ignore and go and really focus on the guys that are in the building that you grind with every day and figure out how to win games with.
Keep in mind here, the Eagles had Malcolm Jenkins mic'd for sound for their game against the Vikings 2 weeks ago. And in response to Scandrick's comments, the team released this clip via social media.
Exactly why you the captain of this defense, bro. The way that you conduct yourself.
We're going to keep going, bro.
First snap to the beginning. First snap to the last.
No doubt.
That clip says everything right there.
Yeah, a little conflicting. All right.